신경쓰고.
Yes, I am Rachel Peterson from Hacienda Laesmeralda. I'm in charge of sales and marketing and quality control for the coffee here at Esmeralda.
If you can quickly introduce the farm and the different farms, a little bit of the details of all the producing regions and microclimates that you are at.
Sure, yes. We have 3 farms surrounding the town of Boquete. Right now we're in an area called Palmira, which is part of Cañas Verdes. So we've got a farm to the west of here, which is Cañas Verdes. We've got a farm to the east of here, which is called Jaramillo. And we've got a farm to the north of here, which is called El Velo. And those 3 farms have very unique, different microclimates because they are just in different regions and they produce different flavors just because of their location. One is on the side of a volcano, one is on the central mountain range, and it has a different amount of rain. And the one to the east is in an older, let's say older terrain. The soils are older, and it's a different. The soils are different in all 3 of these farms, so they have very different flavors associated with them.
And you have some impressive altitudes in your farms as well.
Well, we are growing. We're growing higher and higher every year. As you can feel, the sun is very hot, and we're 1,100 meters right now.
Yeah.
So the higher elevations have cooler climates, and they're better right now for growing good geishas.
Fantastic. So we were deeply impressed with all the geishas and all the beautiful coffees that we tasted today.
Okay.
And it was obviously very impressive to see all the processing methods that you apply in the farms as well. So what would you say are some of the signature processing methods that you employ in your production?
Well, one of the signatures that we have is the cool ferment and the climate control drying. A lot of people employ dark rooms or rooms that have ventilation, but they don't have any control for the humidity or for the temperature. So that is one. One is the climate control. It's about being able to replicate every time and make sure that it has to do with how the processing was done, because sometimes when we live processing for ambient fermentation, it can be great, but sometimes it depends on the weather and it can go either way. So the climate control and the cool ferment are a way for us to be able to make sure, and we will do an ambient and one which is climate control and cool ferment at the same time, to compare results. Sometimes actually the ambient ones are better, sometimes the climate control ones are better. But in general, the climate control tend to be the favorites of what we have in general.
그리고 궁금한 게 있는데 이번에 수확하는 커피들은 좀 개인적으로 어떻게 생각하는지.
So what would you say is your opinion for this year's harvest and the quality of the coffees that you're producing this year?
I am very happy with the quality we're producing this year. I was concerned in November and December because of all the rain that it would water down or make the flavors less intense. But as we go further into the harvest and the higher elevation coffees were less affected, and so I feel that the quality of our Esmeralda Special is good, and I feel like the quality for our private auction hopefully should be good. We haven't chosen those coffees yet, but considering what we've seen, I'm pretty okay with the quality this year.
It was very impressive to see the level of consistency of the coffees.
Yeah.
All the coffees.
We had 2 nice tables today, and as we go in further, they become better consistently because we're going to higher elevations. And before this, the previous ones, the very early harvests can be not quite as nice as the middle of the harvest, which is what we're getting into right now.
Fantastic.
그리고 요즘 에스메랄다에서 좀 더 신경 쓰고 있는 그런 커피들이 있을까요?
Are there any specific coffees that you think Laesmeralda is focusing on, be it in specific type processing or something that you're more interested in pushing on?
I would. We are always more interested in pushing the flavors that have to do with our unique farms than in processing at all. So it has more to do, we offer a lot of washed coffees. We like the flavor. We like what washed coffee brings out in terms of terroir and variety. So yeah, I think we're known for some clean geishas, whether it be washed or natural. We never go even very funky at all with our natural processes. We're fans of bringing out the variety and you know, let's say amplifying what the variety can bring, how it can be presented.
그리고 마찬가지로 레이첼이 생각하는 앞으로의 좀 파나마 커피의 트렌드.
So, in your opinion, being so experienced, obviously being some of the birthplaces of Panama Geisha and the branding of the Panama Geisha coffees, what do you think would be the future trends for Panamanian coffees?
I think that it will come full circle around to, because we had a time where like the naturals and the funkies were a thing, and we're coming back to cleaner coffees. And I think that the future is going to bring better, higher elevation, cleaner geishas, as well as, which will always be represented by terroir, by the way. The higher they are, the better. Nobody is going to try and cover that up with a process because,
of course,
it's so good on its own. But I also think our future brings varietals, different varietals that we have not presented to the world yet. Not only Esmeralda, but Panama in general is looking at different varieties, different landrace successions, originally Ethiopian, that have been brought here and are.
그리고 우리 한국의 GSC가 에스메랄다 커피를 한국의 소비자한테 소개한 지 한 10년 전후 정도 됐거든요. 네, 10년이 좀 안 되거나 10년 좀 넘었거나, 그래서 오랜 시간 동안 에스메랄다 커피를 소개했는데 알고 있는지.
So I don't know if you know this, but GSC has been importing and distributing Esmeralda for over 10 years.
Oh wow, it's been 10 years. Yeah, okay.
So time flies by.
It does.
Fast.
Yeah, party then.
So I think the Korean customers they obviously have connected through GSC a lot, on my Esmeralda a lot.
Right.
It's really nice to be here.
Yeah. Thank you to GSC for this. 10 years. I didn't realize it had been 10 years. That's a long time. And thank you to all of the Korean consumers that buy Esmeralda through GSC.
Korean fans. So I think, do you have any special message for your big Korean fans?
Yeah, so thank you so much. And I am so happy with the Korean people, consumers, coffee lovers. And hopefully we will always see Laesmeralda in Korea.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
그리고 저 이렇게 계속 앉아서 인터뷰하니까 저희가 마치 파티오의 커피가 된 것 같거든요.
It feels like we became the coffees in the.
We're drying. Yeah. That's why we don't patio dry good coffee. It's because it'd be dry overnight.
그래서 이제 마무리 멘트를 좀 하자면 저희 GSC도 또 이제 계속 지금은 한국의 그런 스탠다드가 된 느낌이거든요. 에스메랄다 커피가 워낙 한국 사람들이 에스메랄다 게이샤를 많이 마셔서, 그래서 또 에스메랄다의 이번 커피도 또 한국의 소비자들에게 소개하고 또 앞으로도 더 좋은 콘텐츠 또 같이 이어나가도록 하겠습니다.
Yes. So we're very happy, especially in the Korean market. I think Laesmeralda is the benchmark on geishas. And the biggest trend, so hopefully we'll be happy to introduce more new and fun coffees from Laesmeralda.
I hope so. I think you had some to choose from today, and I hope so.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
그리고 보람님, 이거는 제가 따로 따는 건데, 보람님 이번에 에스메랄다 커피는 어떻게 느끼셨어요?
So he's asking my opinion about the cupping.
Okay.
And obviously, it's my first time here cupping as well, and I was deeply impressed with the level of consistency. I think we were all really surprised with the level of florals. Like, there's so many coffees that I literally wrote down flower bouquet because there's so many florals, and the level of sweetness of the coffees.
다음에는 더 재밌는 콘텐츠로 뵙도록 하겠습니다. 그러면 보람쇼의 이제 엄보람, 제이노, 레이첼이었습니다. 감사합니다.
자기소개